Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, there's a big foam block here, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for another Haolonggood review. Well, this time we're taking a look at their 135 scale Ampelosaurus. Now, I usually get both versions of the figures from Haolonggood because usually so affordable. I only got one of the Ampelosaurus. There's two reasons why I did that, and I'll get into that a little bit later on in the review. This figure retails for just under $50 if you go for the box option. I always like to save a few bucks that way. And I'll leave a link down below to my preferred AliExpress store where I order all my Haolonggood figures. And good news for those of you that live in Europe, Everything Dinosaur is now stocking Haolonggood figures. So if you want to go that route, you can order through Everything Dinosaur. So no need to go over the packaging. Let's throw the Ampelosaurus up on the turntable and take a closer look. And here is the Ampelosaurus, the packaging, and I have to say, what a breathtaking figure. I love large sauropod figures, and they've been so hard to come by over the years. A lot of companies kind of shy away from them. If they do them, they make them very undersized. Like Collector usually make them around that 1/100 scale. But it's nice to see Haolonggood filling that void of 135 scale sauropods. With their recent release, Apatosaurus, which is an absolutely stellar figure. This Ampelosaurus is now another welcome addition. Now, the reason why I went with one version, the other one is a green body with the orange neck. I just really didn't like the way that one looks. I really like this one with the bright orange and the dark gray. It makes it look like the alpha male of the herd with that coloration. And the other reason is there may be a chance that this figure came out a little too soon. Now, there is a very well preserved specimen of Ampelosaurus. It is a Titanosaur from late Cretaceous of France called Ava, and that paper should be published sometime soon. So I'm going to sum this up really quickly. There is a bone bed where a lot of Ampelosaurus fossils have been found, and there is a strong possibility that there are three separate species of Titanosaur from this bone bed. So everything's trying to get described. So it might not look like this figure when that description comes out. So I just wanted to get one on the off chance it's not the most accurate Ampelosaurus figure out there. And it might not even have the osteoderms. There's a lot up in the air right now on, Ampelosaurus until that Ava paper comes out. So that's the second reason why I only went with one of them. Now time for some measurements. This figure is 16 1/4 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or 41 centimeters, and about 5.5 inches tall to the top of the head, or 14 centimeters. So Ampelosaurus in real life is around 46 feet long, or 14 meters. So I'll put this figure nicely in that 134 scale range. So if you collect a 135 scale, which a lot of us do, this guy is going to fit in beautifully in your collection. And now let's zoom and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure, starting with the head. Very nicely sculpted head. Now, like I said about the Ava specimen, they have a disarticulated skull, and some of the bones were put on display, but I don't think all the bones were. So yeah, when that paper comes out, we'll find out if this really is the head shape. It most likely will be from what I've been reading, but it's like I said, it's all up in the air right now. But yeah, nice, peaceful looking, gentle, giant eyes on there that painted white with a black pupil. Gives a very nice, peaceful look. And then flipping over, we can see the nostrils sculpted in right here. And here's the underside. You have a nice light coat for the underside of the lower jaw and neck. You have some nice orange reddish coloration all over the neck and head with these dark gray striping go all the way down, and you have the osteoderm starting to pop up on the back of the neck. It's just a really, really cool looking sauropod. I absolutely love this figure. You have a nice thick, powerful looking neck, very thick base on that neck, and then going down to the forelimbs, you have this nice gray and a little bit of green mixed in with all those dark markings. You have no thumb claws on here. Most Titanosaurs, for the most part, did not have thumb claws. They really didn't have any claws at all. They were just basically walking around on their knuckles. They really didn't, but I'm just, kind of just trying to give you an impression of what they were. You have this nice, half moon shape for the bottom of the feet. My camera want to focus in on that. There we go. It's a little bit better. Nice peachy underside for the belly, and then going down to the body, you have this nice osteoderm armor plating all over it. Hopefully Ampelosaurus, those osteoderms found in that bone pit did belong to this. Got me really aggravated when that paper comes out and these weren't on here. But you have all these different sizes and shape. You have spiky ones, bulbous ones, all over the place. It has some nice, I just love the look of armored sauropods. And then going down to the hind legs, nice powerful hind legs. This figure's just beautifully sculpted, nice scale detail all over it. Haolonggood, every release, pretty much every release, their theropods have been kind of in my book. We'll see when that Daspletosaurus comes in, which should be here any day now. The toe claws are painted with some nice white paint and flipping it over. Let's do our dinosaur butthole check. We have a nice generous cloaca slit right there, daddy likes. And then going to the tail, nice thick tail base with this nice white striping highlighted by dark stripes on the outside of it, all the way down to the tip of the tail. So yeah, this figure is really, really cool. I absolutely love it. Just give me more big sauropod figures, Haolonggood. My wallet is ready. Moving on with comparisons, here it is with Collecte's 140 scale human. And here it is with pretty much the only other Ampelosaurus figure on the market. This is Collecte's. This one came out a long time ago, and obviously it's not 135 scale. I mean, see what I was talking about? The companies just give us undersized sauropods left and right, and Haolonggood is just answering the call for all of us that want big sauropod figures. That's why I absolutely love this company. The only other Ampelosaurus figure I think of is the one that came out in Dominion, the Ampelosaurus from Mattel. I have it, I just don't feel like digging it out. Let's do a couple other Titanosaurs. Here it is with Safari Limited. Malawisaurus, which is a very close relative of Ampelosaurus. Absolutely love that Safari figure. And let's do one more Safari figure without me knocking over my studio lights. Here it is with their Patagotitan, which is way oversized. I'd cry if we ever got a 135 scale Patagotitan figure. I have no clue I would put something that big in my collection. And next up, here it is with Haolonggood's 135 scale Apatosaurus, and how awesome do those two look together. I just love it when sauropods are in scale with each other, just show you the size difference between the species. This Apatosaurus is still one of my absolute favorite figures that have come out this year, and I believe they have another sauropod. They showed some teaser image I saw in the Dinosaur toy form. I think everyone's thinking it might be Alamosaurus, and that'll be absolutely fantastic if it ends up being that species. There's many more I'd love to see. I'd love to see Barosaurus. Really need a nice 135 scale Camarasaurus. Hopefully Camarasaurus Supremus. I'd love to have like a nice big figure of the largest species of Camarasaurus. But yeah, Haolonggood is crushing it right now. And here it is with Reborn's amazing looking Diplodocus. So yeah, it's been a pretty good year for us sauropod collectors with Reborn giving us their large Diplodocus, Haolonggood's Apatosaurus, and now this Ampelosaurus. We'll see if the trend continues. It seems like companies are kind of taking notice that we want large sauropod figures, so hopefully we'll see more species from other companies in the near future. And lastly, here it is with some of Haolonggood's other figures. This is just a small sample of the variety of species that they've given us in the last like 5 or 6 months. We got their Carnotaurus, their Stegosaurus Centruris, the armored Edmontonia, and their amazing Oranosaurus. There's plenty of other species I didn't include in this, and we got a Daspletosaurus coming from them. They have a Dilophosaurus in the works. They are just cranking out a wide variety of species. Why, on the other hand, we have PNS just cranking out theropod after theropod. I think they're on their 14th or 15th in a row right now, which I think is kind of insane. But we also are getting some cool obscure species in that run of theropods. But at least there's some balance in the force. We got Haolonggood cranking out all these nice 135 scale species. So final thoughts on Haolonggood's Ampelosaurus. I think it's a really great looking figure. The paint job is so nicely done on it. Just love the bright orange neck and head. Like I said, it makes it look like like the bull of the herd. All the osteoderms are nicely painted and sculpted. It's just all around a beautiful looking figure. Hopefully, when that Ava paper gets published, I'm stumbling with my own words here, a lot of the stuff in that paper will still consider this figure mostly accurate, but we'll just see when it happens. And maybe when it happens, maybe I'll just get, if it is pretty accurate, I might pick up the green version. But yeah, great figure all around. If you're a sauropod collector, you will not be disappointed by this figure. So that will do it for the review. Like I said, beginning of the review, I got this from AliExpress. I get it from my online toy store. Link is down below in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. I have a few more other things. I just had the Tyrannosaurus come in. Haolonggood Ampelosaurus should be here either tomorrow or the day after that, so be on the lookout for that review. I have a couple more things I need to catch up on. I think I actually might be caught up on reviews for the time being when next week rolls around. So as always, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.